Hi, I'm Amy Conley. I live in Cazenovia, New York, and I received a scam using artificial intelligence the day before my daughter's wedding on June 2nd, 2023. So I was in the nail salon with my other daughter and her bridesmaids, and the phone rang and it said no caller ID. So I had heard that police sometimes use that. And since this was the day before the wedding, stress was high, so I thought I should answer it. And immediately I heard sirens and my daughter's voice, the bride. She lives about 45 minutes away. And she said in a crying voice, "Mom, I got in an accident." And it was completely her voice. My whole body just started filling with adrenaline. And I said, "Are you okay?" And she said, "Yes." And then someone else took the phone and said, "Hello, this is so-and-so from the county, and officers arrived on the scene. Your daughter is okay. She did fracture her nose." And immediately I'm thinking, oh, she's got to walk down the aisle with a big contraption on her nose. She said she is okay, but when the officers arrived, she was very truthful and admitted that she was texting while she was driving. And doing that, she hit the car in front of her. Unfortunately, there was a pregnant passenger who was injured and is now on her way to the hospital. So because of that, your daughter was arrested. And I said, "Arrested for texting and driving?" And she said, "Yes, ma'am, the laws have changed and there was an injury. I'm going to let you talk to her again for a minute." So she gave the phone back to my daughter, or who I thought it was my daughter. And she said she had come to the city to pick something up. I said, "What city?" She didn't answer me. So I quickly said, "Oswego." And she said, "Yes." And I said, "You're going to be okay. We will be on our way and we'll get you. Don't worry about the wedding. It will all be okay." The person got back on the phone and said that I would be receiving a call and to take down this claim number or case number very carefully, and to not use my phone for 15 minutes so that the person could place the call. So I hung up and was extremely agitated. The phone rang right away, and it was someone who said they were from the probation agency and that my daughter was taken by the police officers due to the accident, and that it would be $15,000 to get her out of jail. And I said, $15,000 for texting and driving? I think that's just ridiculous. And all of a sudden, red flags went off a little bit because I just thought that was an incredible amount of money for something like this, coupled with the fact that they arrested her for texting and driving. So I said, "I'm not going to pay that." And the person on the other end of the phone said, "What would you pay?" That was another red flag. I found that odd. So I went along and said, "Oh, I don't know, $5,000. And she said, "Well, let me talk to the judge. And if the judge is willing to lower that amount, we will call you back." And she said, "Keep your phone open," and hung up. So I was feeling that this was strange, but I still knew that that was my daughter on the phone. So while that phone call was going on, my daughter next to me, my other daughter, texted the bride, Mary Kate, and she said, "You've been in an accident. Are you okay?" Mary Kate wrote back and said, "What are you talking about?" And that she said, "I'm home and I'm fine." She immediately she called me, and I picked it up and I said, "Hello." And she said, "This is Mary Kate." And I said, "You need to prove it. And she said, "What are you talking about, Mom?" And gave me my dad's name. And then I told her what happened. And she sent a picture of herself at home, smiling, saying, "I'm fine." So at that point, I knew it was a scam. No one ever called back to ask for a different amount of money. And so I realized it was a scam. And the rest of the day was spent very, my nerve wracking, and just, I couldn't believe that that had happened.